Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up.
From Spokane, Washington, please welcome first time at South Street Comedy Club, Earl.
Yeah, nothing says divorce like a middle-aged white guy with a sweater tucked in. You know, a friend of mine once said, "Earl, I think a woman with a gun is sexy. Usually for me, it just means the date is over." Do you hate it when your mom tells you personal things about herself, things you really don't want to know about? I'm in the backyard in the garden with my mom, and she says, "Earl, this thong underwear sure is comfortable." I'm like, "Mom, that's a hammock." My mom and dad are at that age now where any little thing entertains them. For instance, my dad hung a bird feeder right outside his picture window, so in the morning when they drink their coffee, they can enjoy the birds feeding. I said, "Dad, wouldn't it be a lot more entertaining if you just cleaned the glass really good and hung the bird feeder on the inside of the window? Save you a little bit of money on bird feed, too." And I just got done painting my apartment, and I like that clean, fresh feeling you get when you paint something. Have you ever gotten into a painting project because you were too lazy to clean? Yeah, me too. I've painted my toilet 3 times now. It's about due for another coat. Guys, have you ever been making love to your wife and the light hits her face in just the right way that just for a split second, she totally looks like her dad? It doesn't make you not want to have sex with her, but oddly enough, it makes him seem a lot more appealing. Do you think our government is a little bit too intrusive in our lives? For instance, you can get a ticket if you drive down the street without a seatbelt on. And you can get a fine if you take a leak in your own front yard. And apparently now sex has to be consensual. See, he said it was weird. Remember when you were a kid and you got a flat tire on your bicycle? What did your dad do? He took a patch, put it over the hole, aired up the tire, and you were on your way, right? Don't you think that same principle ought to work for patches that they make for people? You want to use that patch to quit smoking? Put it over the hole to be more effective. You want to use that patch for birth control? Put it over the hole. I got that new patch out made by Ben Gay. Put it over the hole. It'll be more Actually, there's not a patch to keep you from being gay, but if you are gay, you might want to put it over the hole anyway to keep it from being sore. That's your call. You know, when people die, a lot of people like to get really creative with their memorial services. Like a lot of people will be cremated and they'll take their remains and they'll spread them across the mountains. Or they'll take their remains and they'll spread them across the ocean. My plan when I die is I'm going to take my remains and spread them across my neighbor's yard. Only problem with my plan is I'm not going to be cremated. I'm thinking wood chipper. You know, it's rude to ask ask a woman if she's pregnant. That's why I always say, hey, is that a tumor? Or are you just fat? Because I don't want to be rude. Saw an article about a retired federal judge who had Alzheimer's and he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And I'm thinking, what a bummer. You got Alzheimer's and the one thing you do remember is where you put the ammo? Saw a guy wearing a t-shirt that said, member of the National Alzheimer's Association. And I had to ask myself, I wonder if he knows. I smoke a pipe, and on my box of matches it says, close cover, keep away from children. And I thought, that's really good advice. I am going to keep away from children.